Hey guys, Dusty here. Today I'm giving my first impressions review on the new On Cloudsurfer. I have about 40 kilometers on my pair so far over the course of 2 runs yesterday and today. And this morning actually I took them out for a 25k run and we did kind of a main set of 10 by a minute at kind of low 3-minute per kilometer pace. So I'm definitely ready to give my first impressions, and it's a good one. So first of all, there's some huge changes coming to this shoe compared to all of the other shoes On has came out with, but we'll get to that in a second. First of all, the On Cloudsurfer, this is the 7th version, but they're just calling it the Cloudsurfer, probably because there's so many new major changes. So first of all, it's a neutral road running shoe, probably best in that daily trainer category. I'm unsure of the stack height, however on some other review sites I've read, they kind of measured it at 32 millimeters in the rear, 22 in the forefoot for a drop of 10 millimeters. My men's size 8.5 weighs in at a very, very light 8 ounces or 226 grams. It fits true to size. I would say that the width is average to maybe slightly wider. So if you know you need a slightly wider fit, this shoe might be accommodating enough for you. The upper on this shoe, just like almost all of other On's shoes, is very nice. This one in particular is very padded, especially around the heel collar and the tongue. Overall, no issues with the upper whatsoever. On, like I mentioned, usually nails their uppers, and this one is no exception. Then we move down below to the midsole. This is where all the new changes are happening. So first of all, right off the bat, this shoe does not have a speedboard. So in every other shoe that On has came out with, the speedboard is essentially a full-length plastic plate. It's helped to give some shoes a little bit more stability in the past. On also says it can help move you through your gait cycle. It can help load up that plate and then help propel you forward. That's gone in this shoe. I know some people in the past haven't liked the speedboard. They've said that it's made the shoe feel a bit too firm. And overall, I will say that the Cloudsurfer is definitely the softest On shoe that they've came out with so far. And actually, if you're familiar with some of On's other shoes in their lineup, I would say that the Cloudsurfer is like if the Cloudgo and the Cloudmonster had a baby. It would probably be the Cloudsurfer. So no speedboard in the midsole. That's a huge change from past shoes. And now how the actual Cloud pods are set up is totally different as well. In this shoe, they call it Cloud Tech Phase. And I won't get too technical in this video, but essentially how these Cloud pods are collapsing is different from how it has been in the past. I think it's something you just need to experience if you've ran in the old shoe, how this new one feels. I'm not sure I know exactly how to explain it, but overall the ride and feel of the shoe is very cushioned, very smooth feeling. It feels really great, and I'm sure lots of other runners are going to feel the same way. Then if we move along to the outsole, you essentially only have rubber coverage in the forefoot and then the heel, with the rest just being all exposed midsole. My first run I did was a very rainy and wet day, yesterday actually, and this shoe gripped without any real issues. And another thing about the outsole, On has kind of been doing this for a while, but all the Cloud pods are now closed. They're not individual, so there's way less chance of you picking up rocks in the outsole compared to On shoes of a year or two ago. Okay, so my first impressions, very cushioned and comfy feeling shoe. I've only done 2 runs and already I'm feeling like it's my favorite On shoe yet. And if I had to make a comparison with the Cloudsurfer, I might compare it to the Hoka Mach 5. So today I was doing those 10 by 1 minute short pickups at a faster pace, and this shoe felt really nice at those paces. It still felt like it was maybe kind of lacking if you compare it to like a Nike Vaporfly or the Saucony Endorphin Pro. Like those are plated race day shoes and they're offering a ton of energy return. So while running faster at that type of a pace feels better in those other shoes, this shoe could still handle it and it still felt just fine. And this, for me at least, it won't be a race day shoe. It'll be kind of like that Hoka Mach 5. I can do my daily training in it, my easy miles, and I can also pick up the pace and do some tempos or some short intervals if I want to. And it's also a super light shoe, mine coming in at only 8 ounces. So overall, my only concern about this shoe will be the durability of this midsole. I'm just curious how long this midsole will last before it starts to feel dead, especially in the midfoot of the shoe where there's no rubber coverage on the outside. It just compresses so easily, even brand new out of the box. So I'm just curious, after 150, 200 miles, will the shoe just lose all energy return? So that'll be the main thing that I'll have to update you all when I do my full review after another 100 or 200 miles. Overall though, awesome shoe. If you have felt like On shoes of the past haven't had that cloud feeling, this one certainly does. I'm actually unsure of the price of the shoe. It's not actually available until the end of this month. And I think that's going to be it for my first impressions review. If you have any questions about the shoe, leave your question down below and I'll make sure I get back to you. And like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.